Aquarius, stop scrolling. This message wasn't meant for every Aquarius. It was meant for the ones who needed to hear this today. If this found you, pay close attention. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because this is a general reading. If you'd like a private reading that's completely personalized to your situation, you'll find the link in my bio. Now let's see what Spirit want you to know, what Spirit guides urgently needs you to know, dear. Okay, this is for Aquarius. So Aquarius, your first card is the Seven of Wands reversed, and immediately I feel exhaustion here. Like some of you are tired of fighting, like tired of defending yourself, tired of explaining yourself, tired of trying to convince somebody to understand your perspective. And for some of you, you've been putting so much energy into keeping a situation alive that you are beginning to question whether it's even worth fighting for anymore. And the Seven of Wands in the reverse can also represent feeling overwhelmed. Like you may have multiple things happening at once: work, relationships, finances, family, and you're reaching the point where you simply don't have the energy to carry everything. Your guides are saying choose your battles. Like not everything deserves your response. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. You know, keep that in mind, dear. The next card is the Death. Like something is changing, whether you're ready for it or not. Death represents endings, transformation, and releasing an old version of your life. For some Aquarians, this is a relationship dynamic that cannot continue in the same way. That doesn't automatically mean the relationship itself must end, but something about it has to transform. For others, you already know something is over, but emotionally, you're still trying to keep one foot inside the old chapter, dear. And Spirit is saying you can't fully enter what's next while continuing to negotiate with what's already finished. Then comes the Three of Swords in the reverse. You are healing, dear. Maybe slowly, maybe imperfectly, but you're healing, okay? Something hurt you deeply: heartbreak, betrayal, rejection, maybe disappointment. And for a while, it may have changed how you approached love, or even like how you viewed yourself. But you are beginning to release it, dear. However, again, healing doesn't always mean you never think about the other person. So sometimes healing means you think about them and it simply doesn't hurt the way it used to. And that's progress, dear, okay? Then you have the Hanged Man in the reverse. And I do think like here, like this is where things become like more interesting, because some of you have been stuck in limbo, like waiting for an answer, waiting for somebody to make a decision, waiting for communication, waiting for circumstances to change. And now you're becoming impatient. You don't want to wait anymore. But Aquarius, be careful that frustration doesn't push you into repeating something you've already learned from. So sometimes when we've been stuck for too long, any movement feels better than no movement, and even if that movement makes us takes us backward, okay? So yeah, and then comes the Knight of Cups. Now we have romantic energy entering the reading here, and I like that. For some of you, somebody could approach you emotionally. There may be a message, invitation, apology, romantic gesture, someone expressing feelings here. This could be somebody completely new, but with the cards surrounding it, for some of you, I absolutely feel this could be connected to someone you've already dealt with, dear, okay? Someone may return softer, more emotional, more romantic. They may tell you what you've been waiting to hear, you know? And I'm not telling you automatically that this person is lying, because the Knight of Cups upright can represent genuine emotion here. But feelings alone don't erase history. So if somebody comes back, don't only ask, do they still love me? Ask, you know, has anything actually changed? So because your final card is the Six of Swords in the reverse here, and this is a card that makes me say, okay, be careful about returning to something simply because it's familiar. So the Six of Swords reverse can represent difficulty moving on, unfinished business, returning to a previous situation, or emotionally carrying old baggage into a new chapter. For some of you, you are physically moving forward, but mentally you're still somewhere in the past. And for others, someone from the past may literally circle back, you know. So Aquarius, if somebody returns, don't immediately assume their return means they're meant to stay. Okay, sometimes people return because there is another conversation to have. Like sometimes they return because both people genuinely change. So, and sometimes they return simply to test whether you've learned the lesson. So look at the pattern, not only the promise, because your entire spread tells a very specific story here. You are tired of fighting, dear. Something needed to end or transform. You are healing from what happened. You've been stuck in limbo. Then like an emotional offer appears, and finally we have like a difficulty completely moving forward. So I feel like your urgent message is don't allow temporary emotion to undo permanent growth. If someone wants another opportunity with you, they should be able to demonstrate why this time would be different. And if this isn't about love, the same message applies to jobs, friendships, family situations, or opportunities. So don't return to an old situation without asking whether the conditions that made you leave have actually changed. So, dear, the universal advice is closure and reconciliation are not the same thing, okay? You can't forgive someone without returning. You can love someone without choosing them, you know, and you can hear someone's apology without giving them the same access they had before. At the same time, don't let pain make you automatically reject genuine love when it appears. Use discernment rather than fear. Your past should make you wiser, not closed. So if something returns, Aquarius, don't look at actions. Look at actions. Consistency, accountability, change. That's what you should look at. Don't ask whether they came back. Ask, you know, why and what they are bringing with them this time. Okay. So Aquarius, the zodiac signs coming through most strongly are Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, and Aquarius. These could represent your sign, someone you're dealing with, or simply the energies surrounding your situation here. So if this reading resonated with you, dear, don't forget to like, follow, and comment your zodiac sign below. If you'd like a private reading that's completely personalized to your unique situation, you can book one through the link in my bio. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.